Kettering Health Hamilton is proud to be the broadcast sponsor of the Celebrating Self series. Kettering Health Hamilton, be your best.
Thank you so much. I would like to thank Ms. Kathy Klink for her generous sponsorship. She is our series sponsor for Celebrating Self. You can keep clapping at the table there. Fantastic. And we have an anonymous donor who is in the room, so I won't look at them, and say thank you very much for your sponsorship today. We really do appreciate all of our sponsors and donors, and for those who come out to the events here and support the Fitton Center every day, every week, and every month throughout the year. We greatly appreciate all you do in support, not only of the Fitton Center, but of the arts in Hamilton and throughout Butler County. It is greatly appreciated. As ever, we've got so much going on. If you haven't had a chance to go to see Beauty and the Beast, it's our brand new exhibition. It's just down below us on the second and first floors. It is absolutely spectacular. I know I'm going to say that anyway because that's my job, but when you get down there, you'll know what I'm talking about. It is just a blockbuster of an exhibition with thanks to Moya Jones, one of our sponsors here, and of course to Kathy Mayhew and the exhibitions team. Really do check that out. We've got yes, you can applaud. For those who like a little bit of cabaret, 1950s style, if you caught The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on Amazon Prime over the last couple of years, we have our good friends from Queen City Cabaret coming in to do Perfectly Marvelous. That's going to be down in our theater in just 2 weeks. It is the weekend of Valentine's Day, so if you haven't found something nice to do for your loved one or loved ones, because it's the 14th is Valentine's Day and 15th is the show, so you can pick both of them. You're able to come to the show on the 15th. We'd love to see you here, and as ever, lots of things happening at the Fitton Center. So we finally made it to February. We're all incredibly hungry. We were until about 11 o'clock today. So I'd like to have huge thanks to our friends at Two Women in a Kitchen. And thank you to Miss Jade. We're working with Miss Jade and Kirsten. There's been lots of conversations about food, as you can imagine, and that's a great conversation to be in, I can tell you. And congratulations again to our friends at Two Women in a Kitchen, with Kirsten and the team being named Small Business of the Year for 2025 with the Hamilton Chamber. Bravo, ladies, and thank you so much. Thanks to our friends at TV Hamilton in partnership with Kettering Health. This is a live broadcast right now, so you can have that and share that on your phones, and you can catch that on YouTube later. And a huge hello and thanks to our friends from Hamilton High School Transitions team who come to assist us every Wednesday for Celebrating Selves. We appreciate it. Whew, that's a lot of thank yous, and I still haven't had my lunch. Mine's waiting there on the table, so I just better keep talking quicker and get to food. So, speaking of food, I was fortunate enough to walk into Miss Jade's restaurant. Well, I didn't walk into Miss Jade's restaurant. I had to line up out the front like everybody else outside Miss Jade's. So let's be honest about that. I'm a middle-aged white guy from somewhere else, so my background in soul food is fairly, limited. Australian cuisine is a whole different. Celebrating Self. But I do love me some shrimp and grits. And I do love me some barbecue, but I love shrimp and grits. And there's a whole story. If you had another 10 minutes, I'll tell you about my first story with grits. That's a whole thing. Catch me afterwards, but it's funny. But ever since then, discovering grits, but shrimp and grits has been my thing. And oh my gosh, it's just incredible. But I was fortunate enough not only to have the food, but have a conversation with Ms. Jade and her team. And the thing that struck me more than the incredible quality of the food was the complexity and diversity of the people sitting there around me from everywhere, not only geographically, socially. We were just a bunch of people from Butler County who wanted to eat great food, and that was fantastic to see. And then talking to Miss Jade about the restaurant itself, but what was going on in and around community, and that's what struck me the most. Great food's great food, but great community partnership is something that really interests me, interests us here at the Fitton Center, and is a big part of taking any community forward. So without any further ado, and a chance for me to go and eat, I would like to bring to the stage Ms. Jade King. Let's go talk about a little bit of soul food.
Good afternoon, you guys. First, I want to give God the glory and the honor who's the head of my life. And I thank you guys all for being here. Okay, how did we start soul food? Well, it started with my grandmother. I can remember when I was a little girl in Helena, Arkansas, 6 years old. I used to go in the kitchen with her all the time. She'll sit me up on the counter, let me put flour on her chicken and everything. And by 11, I had got good. I could cook like I cook right now, like I was mastering it. So I just knew my grandmother always told me some careers to get into. She told me, go for being a nurse or a doctor because people always gonna get sick. She said, go for a mortician because people always gonna pass. But I knew I wasn't doing that. No. And she told me a cook because people always gotta eat. I did nursing for 24 years. And then I decided to be a cook. Same community service, same people. I loved it. I knew I could merge the two. Starting Miss Jade's Soul Food. I come down here in 2010, thanks to my sister right here holding this camera, Elmira, kidnapped me. I came down here to help her watch her kids. I never went back. But every time I wanted to eat soul food, I had to make it. It was nowhere. Nobody had the fried catfish, the collard greens, the cornbread, the macaroni and cheese, the potato salad. I just couldn't find it nowhere. I mean, I went to Long John Silver's a couple times and Hooks, but you know. So I said, I was doing nursing one night and I told my friends, I said, I think I can maybe do soul food. What you think? They said, well, Miss Jade, you always cook. You always bring food to work. You always giving it to people. So I said, well, I put a 2 weeks notice in at my nursing job. And I worked. I found me a building, secured me a building. I only had $175 left. So I went to the health department, city of Middletown, and got me a permit, a 5-day permit. And I asked them, I said, can I use this location? They say, you can use your electricity, but that's about it. So I got me 2 tents, and I got me 7 deep fryers. And I went outside at 3237 Yankee Road in Middletown. And the very first day, I made $1,800. I said, oh my God, too, like, this might be what I need. And then the next day, the line was around the corner. We outside. I did 9 weeks outside that location, 5 days a week, and it got me on the inside. And that's my first location in Middletown. So yeah, ooh, I worked, yes. And then from there, I was just moving around in Middletown, you know, to different locations just to find my way. And then COVID hit. And I was like, man, people still got to eat. That's all I kept thinking, like, people still got to eat. So I survived COVID. And still in Middletown and moved to a bigger location. But the thing that kept me so unity with it, because it was bringing people from all over the world to fellowship and to eat and to sit down and to hold a conversation like Big Mama's Kitchen, like. And I think that's what I loved about it, like, because I could just feel my grandmother's presence all the time for the love and the energy that I was bringing. And I'll look over and I'll be like, ooh, they talking and they don't even know each other. And ooh, they talking, ooh, they done became friends, like. So that's something that I always connected with my soul food. And I used to tell people this right here. I would never in my life have nothing but one soul food restaurant. And if you want it, you have to come to Middletown. That's all I used to tell people. But something sparked in me one day, and I was saying, man, I could have these all over. Like, because people love soul food that don't even know they love soul food. Soul food can be any food, long as you're making it with love, long as it's coming from your heart. And I used to just always pray, like, God, if this is what you want me to do, like, open up the doors, like, show me. And I just kept faith. You only need as much as a grain of mustard seed. I mean, God gonna move the mountains for you. And I just kept praying. It's just like doors kept revolving and opening for me to open up. And I survived COVID. I survived everything. And I'm telling you, man, cooking is my favorite sport. I get in there, I'm singing, I'm praying. I do a lot when it comes to the soul food stuff. And then the community. If I never went through stuff in my life, I'm a mother of 6 kids, 3 boys and 3 girls, and I got 16 grandbabies right now in Middletown. I came here with nothing. My kids was teenagers, so y'all know basically that multiplied quick. But the community, I never had things in my life like certain people in communities didn't have. So I always knew that I have to give back. I have to make it right. Whether it's seen or whether it's unseen. Community was everything to me because one thing is love. And you want to love your neighbor. You want to be able to be like, hey, do you need any help? Do you need me to do anything? So coming with the soul food, it's a lot than just me standing in the stove with a ancient mammy rag around my head. It's really about love and unity and getting people to come together and to love on each other and to feed your spirit, feed your inner man. You know what I'm saying? So soul food is something else. As I stand on this stage, which I'm not even nervous no more, looking at all these beautiful smiles, seeing all this love in this room, I'm proudly to say that Miss Jade's Soul Food has expanded out my even knowledge of knowing what God got going on for me. But I'm at my 3rd location, going on my 4th location right now. Yes. And I'm so excited and I'm so happy about it because I never thought it. Remember, my dream was you don't come to this one, you just won't get none. But God feel the need to keep me moving around and keep me moving in different cities. The moment people driving 2 and 3 hours and 4 hours to get to me, that's really heartfelt love because I always say like, they passing so many places. What's making them come here? What's making them come to me? And I'm telling you, it's that light that shine on the inside of me, that love, that community, that honoring God, because I do it every day. It's just part of my makeup. That's just what I love. I love God, and I just want all y'all to know that. That's the reason behind me, Miss Jade. My faith, that's my integrity. Everything is from the man up above. But it's been wonderful. It's been a wonderful ride. Even on my bumps, in the road, I still made good of it. No matter what came my way, I still ask God, keep my doors open. Keep people knowing the real me. Let them see, I do this for love. I do this from my heart. And doors just start opening and opening and opening. And I am truly sitting here to stand and say that Miss Jade's Soul Food is a household brand. It is a longevity name. It is a franchise name coming soon. It is everything. And I did it with just love. And you guys, people supporting me and loving on me and loving what I do. And I could not do this without the communities that I'm in. That's why I give back so much. I just could not do this without you guys. And I'm very appreciative. I'm happy to be here with you guys. And if you have any questions for me, because I think I about summed it up, we can take some questions. If you guys want to ask me any questions.
Ooh, hold on,
I'm
coming. Look at those hands shoot up. I'm going to come right in front of your... Sorry about that. Oh, you can get a photo of me. All right.
Hi, Miss Jade.
Hey,
and
Queen.
I just want to say congratulations, first of all.
Thank
God
you.
is good.
Amen.
But my question to you is franchising. How does that work? So, like, do you cook the food yourself at every location? And if not, how do you ensure that there is that consistency that no matter what location that you go to, you're going to still think it's you in the kitchen doing a cooking?
Well, I'm going to have to tell you the truth. Miss J going to have to give up the blueprint. I never thought I'd have to give up my grandmother's blueprint, but I have to. And then I pray that God sends me the right people. You know what I'm saying? The right people that I can teach what I know. Because there's people out here that know what I know, but I'm just teaching them my way. You know, I'm not the only person that can I make macaroni like my grandmother showed me, and there's people out here make macaroni like their grandma showed them. So we go together with the ideals that come together as one. That's how I'm gonna be able to expand and be comfortable and confident knowing my food is gonna taste good. But I do be cooking because I love it. I'm definitely gonna be at one of the locations cooking all the time because I love it. I'm gonna be checking on them. It's not money. It's the love I want to put in all these communities that I stand by. But yes, I definitely got to give up the blueprint. So lately I've been measuring stuff, which I never did. My grandmother say the main ingredients is love. You know, so I'm sitting trying to measure stuff. I don't know, but it's gonna come together in a formula. But yeah, yep.
We had one here at this table. Did I see a hand shoot up? We got you. Coming on in.
Hi. Are
Hi,
you
baby.
coming to Hamilton soon?
Well, you know what? I think Hamilton trying to steal me right now. But but it's definitely, when that time comes, it's definitely Hamilton is at the top of my list. Yes, it definitely is. Yes, yes.
We need your recipe to the collard greens, which are delicious.
Love, but love. Yes, love.
I got one coming up.
What are your other location? What are your 3 locations now?
Okay, well, I'm in Dayton, Ohio, inside of the food hall, 1100 West 3rd Street, the West Social Tap. Saturday, February the 8th, I open up in Cincinnati on Clifton Avenue. Yes. Thank you. Yes. And it's down from UC College. And then it's Sharonville. That's my baby, y'all. All of my babies, Sharonville. It will open up, I'm shooting for the first week of March. It was a total build out. You know, it was a total build out in Sharonville. I've been had the location for about 14 months. But the city of Sharonville came and wanted to bring Miss Jade's Soul Food to downtown Sharonville. So I work closely with the city of Sharonville with that location. So yes, it'll be opening soon too. Yes. Yes.
Hi. I always considered soul food more of a southern type of cooking. Is it cooked a certain way other than the average cook would be?
Other than the authenticity of cutting greens, cutting cabbage, the labor of it, to me, soul food is just good food like your grandmother and your grandfather, just earthly foods that they put together to prepare for us. So to me, it is different because it's a lot of labor come behind soul food. I just can't open up a can and say, here you go, some soul food. Right. Blood, sweat, and tears, trust me. Blood, sweat, and tears is soul food.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I bet you opened up a can on somebody before, though.
Maybe.
They might not have been soul food, but that was a can open.
Yes. Okay, yes. Yes.
I got one up at the front.
Okay.
Hi. Middletown's by no means a one-light town, but it's not a New York City-sized metropolitan. Was there any specific event or some sort of social media instance that got people wanting to come from hours away to see you? Like, what really put the word out?
I think it was me being outside. So when you cooking outside, you putting your aroma in the air. And people like, what is that? You know, I got barbecue ribs outside. I got catfish frying. I got chicken frying. You know, people like, what is that? And they just start coming over because you really can't get that unless you have to cook it at home. So, but with Middletown, they just didn't have anything like that or no surrounding cities. And I created a Facebook page in 2018 when I started. And I don't even know how today I got almost 54,000 followers. I don't even know. People just start word of mouth. Because I never really paid for no advertising. I never paid for advertising, to be honest with you. It was just word of mouth. It just kept traveling, and people kept telling each other. People, friends, family come from out of town or down south. They be like, We know a soul food spot. Let's go to Miss Jade's. Let's go to Miss Jade's. So that's why I said it became a brand so fast. And it's like, man, I was just outside, you know, cooking. Now, people is traveling from everywhere. Like, people travel for everywhere. Vacations, they come through Ohio and stop at my restaurant. And I'm real grateful about that. That's word of mouth is how I got started. Yep. Yep.
Miss Jade, we talked a little, trying to talk about yourself, the good work you do is not always, can be a hard thing for people. Can you talk a little bit about the community work you've done? This is me asking the question, so
Okay.
so you can answer it. So the things you've been doing in the community, I know that when I first talked, you were closing down the restaurant for Thanksgiving
Yes.
to feed the community, not just have, to charge them extra for Thanksgiving dinner. You were closing it down to the public to bring in the community, to make sure people had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Oh, yeah, because I watched my grandmother, then I watched my mother. They'll cook and they will invite everybody in the neighborhood, every sister from church, anybody could eat. So that kind of like rubbed off on me too. To give back Thanksgiving, I think we should give back. I think we should prepare meals. It's not about money. Let's fellowship. Let's help people that's in need. And I love doing that. I do it every Thanksgiving. And then a couple years ago, I paid the debt for Lebanon schools, the children. And trust me, I think that was my mission, because I don't know how I got through on that phone. That was my mission. And that opened up a lot of doors for me, paying that ice cream debt lunch off for them kids. I didn't know how much it was going to be. I just told them, whenever you come back, let me know. And they called me and let me know, and I was able to pay that. During the Christmas time, that allows me to get a nonprofit called Miss Jade's Soul Kids from Lebanon. And what we do with that is we do Christmas giveaways for families and stuff like that. And my customers donate, and I raise money and stuff like that. So we give back that in that type of way. It's just all about the community, because I can't be me without community. So I'm always going to be there for anybody's community, any community that I'm in, any community that I'm not in. I'm just standing right there for them, because I love community. It's big to me. Yep.
Come, I'm going to cut you. I'm going to get all the three of you. Come to Mel. I love this jacket. I wish I was thin. It's your fault I'm not thin.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
But this is not a question, this is just a comment. Just from listening to you, it brings to mind a scripture from Matthew chapter 3, verse 10, where God tells us to bring all the tithes into the storehouse, and he'll open up the windows of heaven and give you a blessing which you won't have room enough to receive. What I hear from you is that you've been pouring out so much into other people, into the community, and now God is beginning to pour into you. And that's what I'm hearing. And that, out of all the things that you've been saying, that is what touches me the most.
Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you.
I have one right here.
Sorry, you guys.
That was moving, wasn't it? I would just like to know your location in Middletown.
Well, I don't have a location in Middletown anymore. It's been closed at about 7 months. Yeah, it's been closed for 7 months. But down in the future, I'll be going back to Middletown with new development that's coming off of 122. So I'm rooted and booted with that development that's coming over there. So down in the future, I will go back to my roots. It will be-
Or Hamilton. Just can come here.
Yeah,
for-
Hamilton.
I mean,
Well,
just
I ain't
saying.
gonna forget about Hamilton.
We'll be
I
reminding you.
love me some Hamilton now. Come on, I'm always down here.
I like it.
Yeah.
We got one right down the back here.
Hi, Miss Jade.
Hi,
So
baby.
first off, I want to say you have inspired so many other entrepreneurs and small businesses to grow. I love following you on Facebook, and if you guys have Facebooks, you have to follow Miss Jade Soul Food, because not only does she post about her food, and it looks delicious, it'll inspire you for sure to go, but also she posts about everything she does that she's mentioning, and she is truly so inspiring. But the comments on your post, so much love, and it
Yes.
truly shows the impact of when you support your local entrepreneurs. what they can do for the community. So Miss Jade, overall, what truly inspires you to be an entrepreneur rather than working for a different corporation?
It's just something I want to do because I don't have to answer to anyone to make decisions. I can make decisions for myself straightforward. So I don't have to go through nobody else when I want to do something for the community. I want to do something for a family. I want to do something for anybody. I don't have to even ask nobody. I can just ask myself. And that's one of the reasons why I intensified employment, you know, to families and everything. I said 2025, I wanted to be a small business advocate, so I could advocate for small business. So I actually got a catalog coming out, and it's a free catalog for small businesses to go in here, to go up under me, and just say you get this catalog and you want balloons or something. It will be a small business in there that do balloons, like 2 or 3 of them. That way, you got a direct connect to help small businesses and to support small businesses for all over. And this not locally, this globally. This magazine will go everywhere. Yeah.
Right. We have another one up the back here.
First off, I just have to say I'm so impressed and inspired and happy to be here. I think all of us know that if we support local, it transcends globally, and we need those movements of kindness and support in the world we live in today. Flipping to a practical side, as a nurse, I'm just curious, how did you negotiate and adapt through COVID?
I just stayed safe. I continued to do what I was doing. I was afraid like everybody else, but it wasn't afraid for like my business or anything, but it was more afraid for the world because we didn't know what we was facing and stuff like that. And I figured if I continued to do what I do, I just kept cooking, I kept opening. So many people was having, you know, one getting out. I was having my staff delivered to their homes, especially older people, making it safe, doing car pull-ups where they come out and stuff like that. So I think that's how I was able to survive COVID. People still wanted to eat and they still wanted to enjoy my food, but they didn't know a safe, cautious way to take it. So I provided a safe way for them to be able to come and get my food, or it to be able to be delivered, to still be under, you know, the health department codes and stuff like that. So I think that's how I survived. People was really supporting me during COVID because they enjoyed it and they didn't want it to stop. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
I like it. Oh, God, I was just there. You saw me walk up here. I know, I need the steps. All right.
Thank you. Hello.
Hey.
I was wondering if your children are interested in working with the restaurants?
Oh, yeah, my children work at the
Great.
restaurant, yes. Oh, yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
I think she
ma'am.
asked if they wanted to.
Well, you know, I done put them in there, but, you know, some of them take after me. You be looking like, I wonder which one got it, like, which one want it, you know, but, yes, they work with me. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I like that. Do you have what's your favorite thing, maybe not to cook, what's your favorite thing to eat? What do you like on your plate?
I like catfish. Yes. Yes, I like catfish with collard greens, with a slice of onion and a red tomato and some cornbread.
There we go.
Yes, my favorite thing.
This might seem a silly question. I am not much of a fisherman myself, you might feel. Do we get is that catfish, do they swim around here? Is that we're catching them in Ohio, or do we bring in them from somewhere else?
Yeah. I kind of like next to be a lake I have. No, but I get it shipped in. I go through Performance, which is like it's like a channel cat fillet from Mississippi. So yeah, good catfish. Everybody loves the catfish. Yes, that's one of my number ones too. Catfish.
I like that. Any other questions from the floor? Waving, not drowning. Oh, one here at the front.
When are you going to start bottling your salsas?
Okay. It really would be you, Lori. I'm going to work on that because I think I need to, because I don't know if you noticed, but when you come in from my restaurant, my fried green tomatoes and all that stuff got its own special sauce. I homemade made that, my own tartar sauce and everything. And people been asking me for years to bottle it up. So let's see what 2025 do. Let's get that sauce bottled. Yes. Yes.
I like that. I do like fried green tomatoes.
They so good.
Again, for somebody from somewhere else, it sounds strange, but tastes.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yes. Love it. Anything on the other side of the room? Did I see a hand go up? You don't have to be shy. Going across. Mark, mine here, I hit back. Come on in.
Hi.
Hi.
I'd like to thank you for all your donations of food for the little boy family in Westchester.
Thank you.
I drove past there. You know, I live close by, so it was like a drive-by, and it was really sad, but I was really touched by the work you did.
Oh, yes.
Volunteer.
That was led by the Spirit on that. Yes, yes. God allowed me to do that.
Coming all the way from Dayton to serve in a different community was really nice of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ms. Jade, can you expand on that a little bit? Tell us what happened.
Well,
I know she doesn't want to speak about what she's
No.
doing because I get it. But could you?
No,
I'm asking the question again, so you can tell people
it
what you've
was
done.
a little boy out in Westchester with autism, and he had wandered away from his home, and he ended up being passed away. And it was in the process while I was getting ready to donate for my Soul Kids event in 2024, but God laid it on my heart with the money that I had raised myself was to bless the family. So I blessed the family with a $2,000 check so she can be able to move, because no mother wants to stay in the same location where she has lost her baby. So God allowed me to go down there and to bless that family. So yeah, that's what happened.
I appreciate you sharing that. I got one up the back from one of our own, Mr. Mark Moats, veteran reporter. So this might be a tough question.
Oh, Lord. Give it to me.
It should be a pretty easy question, Miss Jade, but what's the first thing that you cooked with your grandma?
The first thing that I cooked with my grandmother, it was some fried sausage, they red skin sausage, with some candy yams, some eggs. She made some salmon patties, and my grandfather made some homemade biscuits. I never forget, because it was a treat to get them yams. So that's what's the first thing. But she didn't let me do too much when I was 6, but like flour the chicken and stuff like that. But like I say, by the time I was 11, oh, I burned like I burn now. And I burn. And I burn.
All right, we got another one up the back. This is our new development director, Ramona Toussaint.
Okay, hey, how you doing?
How you doing, Miss Jade? So
I'm
nice
okay.
to meet you.
You too.
So I totally related to your story about being taught by your family. I
Yes,
grew
ma'am.
up a Haitian neighborhood. My grandmother would teach me how to cook Haitian food, and I relate to like not being able to measure. My partner always says like, "Oh my God, I love what you just made. I'll never have it again. I'm so sad." So how do you do that? Like I'm asking for me personally. Like how do you capture that? You know, how do you, if you don't measure, like.
It's so hard to explain, but it's like I know when enough is enough. It's just, I promise you, it's just, and I never taste my food when I'm cooking. I never taste it as I'm cooking it or nothing. It's just like I don't have to. It's like my born gift. It's my born gift. Yeah.
To that end, may we see a cookbook? And I know that's hard to say, a little bit of this and some of that and a little bit of a pinch of that.
In my future, I got to get a blueprint out. Remember I told you about that blueprint, so I'm going to jazz it up a little bit to give some of my secrets out. It's okay.
I like it. Cooked with love. Come into the middle here. Excuse me, please.
I know you don't like to give away cooking secrets, but I wonder if you have a secret for breading. Like
breading?
Fried green tomatoes.
Okay. I'm going to give you that secret. So what I do is I cut the green tomato, you know what I'm saying? I get it a little dry. I make this batter. So I use this tempura flour with egg and a little whipped cream, a little heavy cream, and I mix it up, and then I double dip. So I dip it in the flour, in the wetness, in the dry, wetness in the dry. And then I drop it. You could travel for about an hour with them green tomatoes. They will not sog.
No cornmeal.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
No cornmeal.
No, I don't use cornmeal. Nope, not at all. And my grandmother, she didn't use cornmeal. I know that was back in the day thing, but she always had flour for some reason. So yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
If anybody's looking to try that out, front desk opens at 10. Lunch here is around 12 to 1 every day. So
Yeah.
I'll be there. I will help you on your journey for fried green tomatoes.
Yes. Thank God for Jungle Gems because he keep them in for me. Yeah, because they sell out all the time.
He's the man. Anything else from the back of the room? Oh, right in the middle there, coming through. Coming this way, I think. All right, thank you.
I admire you, and thank you
you.
so much for all that you do. And I wasn't going to say anything, but it just keeps popping in my head. Confidentiality agreement, please. Let's have them sign it.
Yes, ma'am.
There you go.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Thank you.
Like it. All righty. Anything from the other side of the room? Anything from this side of the room where I'm standing so I don't have to cross over?
Oh, don't worry. You look good walking back.
There we go. She can stay. I like that. Any other questions from the floor? You're all gone quiet and shy. This is your good chance. Anything else you'd like to add, Miss Jade? What's coming up in the future? Plans for Hamilton, did we mention that?
Yes. Hamilton definitely going down in my plans. I can rest and assure you that. It will be a Miss J Soul Food in Hamilton, Ohio. I can promise you that. Yes, I can promise you that. Yes. I'm coming through Hamilton. What is it, Hamiltonian? I'm finna be one.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
Well, I certainly think, as you can see, you would be most welcome here.
Yes.
We appreciate your time coming out with us today, bringing friends and family here to the Fitton Center. You are always most welcome, with or without food, but food's good.
Yeah.
But we appreciate your time. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Jade and Soul Food.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Great job. That is a tough act to follow, but I have one request before we send you on your way. Here at our sponsor table today, we do not have one birthday, we have 2 birthdays. So could Peggy and Johnny, could you stand? You can stand. They're both a cumulative age of 25. And it is their birthday, so would you all join me in wishing them a happy birthday? And happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Johnny and Peggy. Happy birthday to you. I hope we embarrassed you greatly. Well, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out today. Next month, we're going to take a good look out the window because apparently there is a river there, the Great Miami River. We see it every day. We cross it several times, and we don't talk about it enough. And we've been talking about it a lot recently. The Miami Conservancy District will be here, and I know you've seen them in the papers. There's been some conversation. But their director will be here to talk about all things about the river, where it starts, where it goes through, and where it finishes, what plans are going on, and an opportunity for you to ask those questions. Mary Lynn Loader, she's fantastic to speak to, and so fantastic to ask questions. So a great opportunity to really engage with that. And as part of that month, we're also having Connor Chi, who's a Native American composer, is coming into Cincinnati. He will be here in Hamilton. We are doing a brand new composition with reflections of the Great Miami in our theater with what's called Zoma Music, the Cincinnati Chamber Orchestra. So we will be all things river in March here at the Fitton Center, which we're really excited about. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, could you put your hands together for Miss Jade I would invite you to take the stairs or the elevators to the second floor and take it in our galleries. They are absolutely magnificent. Thank you so much for being with us today, and we look forward to seeing you here at the Fitton Center again very soon. Thank you so much.
Kettering Health Hamilton is proud to be the broadcast sponsor of the Celebrating Self series. Kettering Health Hamilton, be your best.